What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Elliott Delp, and today we're going to be doing a review of this Holosun 403C. So should be a good little review. Let's get right into it. So, like I said before the intro rolled, we're going to be doing a review of the Holosun 403C. But before we get into that, I would like to ask you guys to hit the like and subscribe button. It would mean a ton to me. We're closing on 10,000. I never thought we'd get this far. So, keep showing me your support. I really, really appreciate it. You have no idea. Also, this is just a little side thought. Go check out Limit's Waterfoul company. They sent me, I bought some stuff from them before, but they sent me out this pretty sweet t-shirt and a hat. I just want to shout them out because they're a nice little company and I think you should show support to them. I'll link them down in the description. They didn't pay me for any of that. I just like them and I've supported them in the past, so I'm giving them a shout out here because they're pretty cool. So let's get right into this review. I'll waste no more of your time. This is the 403C. I went out, bought this with my own money, and because I was really wanting to try out Holosun's optics. I've never shot a Holosun. I know people that have had them, and my curiosity was killing me. I went and got the Holosun 403C, which is their solar option of their budget entry-level optic, and I've also bought a Vortex solar red dot. Their entry-level option, and I've been testing them both, and I haven't quite finished the Vortex, but I have came to my conclusion on the Holosun, and I've been very, very impressed. The price tag on this on Holosun's website runs about 240 bucks. That's a little bit higher than what you would pay if you were to shop on Primary Arms, Amazon, Palmetto, wherever you find the best deals on your optics. It'll probably run you about $180 to $200 if I had to guess. So nowhere near that 240, but it's closer to the 240 than some. So like Vortex's, their MSRP is 400 and they run 280, I think, for their solar red dot. So it's a little bit closer to the MSRP than other optics are. But still, it's that entry-level price point. I'm not saying you get an entry-level product, but I'm saying it is that price point that if you're just starting to look into red dots, you're going to spend about $150, $200 if I had to guess. This, like I said, is the solar option. If you don't want to go with the solar option, I think it's the 403B. That price point's about $130 to $150, I'm pretty sure. So that's something to consider if you don't want the solar, which I don't know why you wouldn't. I think it's a great, great feature. So let's do just that, and let's talk about the features of this optic. So like I said, this is the solar version for like the 30th time. You have your windage and elevations up here, no big deal. They do have 50 MOA of travel with half MOA adjustments if you're looking to dial her in. You only get one color. It's red and it's a dot, hence the name red dot. But some optics will allow you to have like green or to change your red dot to crosshair or whatever. There's no holdover information inside of it. It's cut and dry. And it's a nice little red dot. It has a feature in it that allows the optic to adjust to the ambient light around it. I run that. I think it works very well. I'm not too picky in terms to my dot. I don't like it super over bright, and I don't like it super dark at any random point. And I think the optic does a good job of knowing how bright it is outside and how bright the red dot needs to be. But if you're not a big fan of it, you can easily override it by just holding down the plus sign here on the side that allows you to get brighter. Hold it down for like 30 seconds. It'll kill that override, and you can just set it to whatever you want it to be. It has a shake awake feature on it. So if you leave this sitting around, don't do nothing to it, it'll eventually cut off, which is a nice little feature to have. But you don't really need it because this has 50,000 hours of battery life, which is a ton. It's a few years, I think. I'm pretty sure. I think I did the math one time, and it was like a few years. I will never use this optic for 50,000 hours. I know that. It'll probably fall off the gun and break before the 50,000 hours happens, or I'll upgrade it, or something will happen to it. So that's pretty nice to know, and it's pretty nice because putting that battery in was a pain in the butt. This optic is IP67 rated. So if you guys have like phones, your phone's probably an IP67 rated. It's good for 6 meters or so in water. Pretty much if you're doing any training outside, the optic will be perfectly fine. You drop it in a mud puddle, it'll be alright. You hold it underwater for a little bit, it'll be fine. You shoot in the rain, no problem whatsoever. As long as you make sure you seal that battery. So there's a little gasket around the battery, and when you put the battery in, you have to make sure that gasket goes into its little notch properly. And that was a pain in the butt when I was putting that thing on. So be careful when you're installing the battery. Make sure that gasket goes in correctly so that your little optic stays waterproof. I would hate for it not to be waterproof. Get it screwed up in any way, shape, or form. So be careful with that. In terms of quality and performance, the quality of this has been pretty impressive. I've been very pleased with it. It looks nice. It's performed very well. I had no problems whatsoever when I was sighting it in. It was one quick day at the range to sight in, and I haven't had to mess with it since. I've shot it who knows how many times. Very well, 300, 400, 500 rounds. I've been working on it with the Stag the whole entire time. I've kind of lost count, honestly, if we're talking about round count. But I've had it for a few months at this point, and I've been thoroughly impressed. It's been my favorite red dot so far out of the 5 or 6 that I own, and I think I'm a sucker for Holosun at this point. So I might be I'm not upgrading, but I might be picking up like the 504 or the 503, the next model up from the 403C series, just because I like it so much, and I'm very eager to figure out what the differences are and how they perform. So really that does it for the review. I think the Holosun's a very good buy, especially if you're looking to enter the red dot market and don't want to get something cheap like an Amazon optic for 30, 40 bucks, and you want to get something good, dependable, and reliable. This Holosun has exceeded my expectations, and it's a very, very nice little red dot. So there's kind of my spiel on it. If you enjoyed the video, I'd recommend you hit the like and subscribe button. Also, like I said, check out Limit's Waterfoul company. Pretty cool little company. They support the channel, and I've supported them in the past, so go check them out. Other than that, I think that about does it for the video. As always, guys, take someone outdoors, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.